Hey guys, my name is Lily Ive. It's like the word either but without the R, and as you can see by this title, my car was stolen. I don't want to put this out here and be like, oh, woe is me, like I blah blah blah, you know, it's not because of that. Honestly, I feel like I just want to put this out here so that I can process through this and maybe help somebody else who's going through this situation as well. I'm also putting it out here so that I have something to look back on and see how far I've come. So let's just start at the beginning. My car was stolen on, well, I believe that my car was stolen on July 6th, which would have been a Wednesday. I doubt they stole the car in freaking broad daylight, so I'm pretty sure they waited until night, because I had my car Wednesday morning because I had to go run errands, and so I did that and I had the car Wednesday morning. But then Thursday afternoon, when my sister-in-law came home from work, she was the one who noticed that my car was gone, and I was like, wait, what the heck? What do you mean it's gone? And so we go out there and I was like, oh my gosh, my car is freaking gone. And I was just like, maybe it got towed. That was my first thought, but then the second thought was, no, it probably got stolen because it wasn't illegally parked or anything, so why would it be towed? I ended up calling the police and they're like, yeah, we don't have any record of it being towed, so yeah, it's stolen, so let's do the report. And I did all that, and I was carless for 2 weeks exactly. So I actually just got the car back yesterday, which technically today is Friday, so I got it back on Thursday, but obviously this video is posted on Monday, so yeah, I got it back Thursday, July 21st. So that is when the car came back to me. For the entire 2 weeks that the car was gone, I was at peace with it. I didn't really care that it was gone. Like, the Lord was in control of it and I knew that he was in control of it, so I was just resting in that. However, I will say that I did feel violated. It took me a minute to realize that because I didn't understand what I was feeling at the time. I just knew that I felt off when I thought about it, you know? And I was talking to my mom about it and she's like, yeah, it's probably because you feel violated. You know, it's violating to have something stolen from you. Because my thought was, I really don't want the car back because I don't want to ever sit in that car ever again for as long as I live. I was kind of in this weird in between because I was like, I wanted the car back, but I also really didn't want the car back. But then when I got the call yesterday on Thursday that they had found the car, I was super excited about it. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, they found my car. I get my car back. Like, thank you, Jesus, for returning the car to me. On the way to go pick it up, I started getting emotional about it because the realization of having to sit in this car, I have to sit in it and drive it. I'm gonna have to do that. It was kind of overwhelming for me because I was like, I don't want to sit in this car. But then it was seriously so back and forth. So we got to the towing place and I could see my car sitting there and it made me excited again, and I was just like, oh my gosh, look, there's my little car. Hi, car, you know? I was like, did you have fun on your adventure without me, you know? But then we were walking to the car to go check it out and it was full of so much stuff that was not mine. And I don't keep that many things in my car, like I just don't. However, there was some things in my car and they had literally taken all of my things out and got rid of them. So when I got the car back, all of my stuff was completely gone. And I'm telling you guys, it was literally full. Like the front seat, the back seat, and the trunk were all full of just junk. And when I saw that, I was in shock seeing all of that garbage in my car. I mean, honestly, it looked like whoever had my car was freaking using it as a motel. It seemed like they were living in it. When I got it, there was no gas in my car. Like my thing was like empty, and there was like no oil in my car either. My car is so freaking old, like it's from 1994. It burns the oil away, so I'm constantly having to refill it. So yeah, they had burned up all my oil and they used up all my gas, and then they added freaking speakers in my car and they sound like garbage. I seriously want to get those out and throw them away. There was like some backpacks and some duffel bags and some trash bags, and so okay, let's just get all of this mess and put it in these bags and just throw it in the trunk because I don't want to have to be in this. It felt disgusting. I hated having to go through all this mess that wasn't mine. I was trying to not let it affect me because I didn't want to be emotionally overwhelmed by it. So I just was like, okay, this is disgusting and I hate this so much, but let's just do it quickly and just be done with it. Luckily, I was like, thank you, Jesus. There was a gas station literally right across the street from the towing place. So I did not have to go far for getting gas because I'm telling you, it was like empty. I'm pretty sure the car was just like running on fumes. And then luckily also there was an O'Reilly's like down the street, so I bought like a bunch of oil, filled that up in my car, and then I bought gas, and then I drove home, and then I spent seriously like an hour just cleaning my car because I'm telling you guys, I felt disgusted. Like, it was nasty. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I can't even comprehend the fact that somebody could do that, you know? There was also all these stains in my car, and I was just like, what the heck were you doing in there? I really don't want to know. I got home and I started cleaning this car out. Like, I literally threw everything away. I took out everything from that car. Like, that car is completely empty at this point. I threw all that garbage away and I vacuumed it out as much as I could. I kind of want to go get it like professionally cleaned because I'm just like, and it also smelled gross in there. In the process of cleaning out my car, I started to get very, very angry, and that anger slowly turned into hate. And honestly, I didn't even realize it was hatred until I called my mom, and I was just talking and crying and just working it out. Like, over the past 2 days, I had very long conversations with her and I was just bawling my eyes out. And it was then that I realized that I had some hatred in my heart towards these people. I have not struggled with hating someone for a very long time. I have only ever hated one person on this planet, and that is my ex-stepfather. That man caused so much problems in my life, in my family's life. I have so much childhood trauma because of him. And honestly, I think because of this situation with my car and being stolen from, I feel like that is connected to my childhood trauma. My mom had actually pointed that out to me because I didn't realize that, but she had noticed it, you know, and she pointed it out to me. And honestly, I was like, yeah, I agree, because this is the first time my car has been stolen, but this is not the first time that I've been stolen from. This is honestly like the third time I've been stolen from. And the first 2 times that I was stolen from, I was a child, and my ex-stepfather was a freaking drug addict, and he stole the money out of my piggy bank so that he could go buy himself drugs. And that right there, that is where my childhood trauma started, because that was the first time in my life that I realized that this world is not safe. People are not trustworthy. And that was really hard for me, you know, as a child. With this car situation, I have become way too emotional in it. Overly emotional. Like, I'm already naturally an emotional person, but this situation, I am like ridiculously overwhelmed by it, to the point where I am more than crying. I am sobbing. I am bawling to the point where I can barely breathe. And I haven't cried like that in a hot minute. Like, it has been a freaking long time since I cried like that. And so that's why I believe that this is connected to my childhood trauma, because like I said, I've only ever hated one person, and now I hate these people. And I was like, why do I hate them though? And I think it's just because it just reminds me of this stuff from way over here in the past, you know, that hasn't fully been dealt with. I'm still like learning from it and growing from it, you know? And honestly, maybe I should go talk to somebody about it, like get some help, some professional help, you know? I don't know. But yeah, as hard as this situation is, I am grateful for it because of what the Lord is teaching me in it and through it, and what I am going to learn at the end of it. The Lord can take what was meant for evil and turn it into something good. And Romans 8:28, which says, "And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. Literally all things, good and bad, work together for our good. So it's for our good and it's also for God's glory. The situation itself is super sucky. I know that the Lord is going to work this out for my good and for his glory. And so I am praising him now for what he is doing and what he is going to do through this situation. And I know that the Lord is going to teach me so much through this season. So as hard and difficult as this season is, I am grateful for it, you know, for what is going to come out of this. And the Lord has promised us trials and tribulations, but it's like through trials and tribulations is goodness and love and a stronger faith and more patience, and very good things come through trials and tribulations. It's like we have to go through it, but see, the good thing is that the Lord is with us and he will be with us through it the entire time. And I'm like, praise Jesus for that, because if I had to walk this storm alone, I would freaking die. I would not know what to do. I know that as long as I keep my focus on him and my perspective on him, goodness is going to come out of this. And honestly, that is something that I really need to hold on to. I need to keep my focus on the Lord, because it is so easy for me to look at the feelings and then completely get distracted by them and be overtaken by them. And I was just like, you know what? I don't want to be there. And that's the thing too with the hate. I don't want to stay in that hate, because I was in hate a long time ago. When I was a little kid, I didn't hate my stepdad. Honestly, I didn't start hating him until high school. Let me tell you, hate is a horrible thing to have in your heart. It took over me and it did not allow me to grow or become better, you know? And so I do not want to be there again. I need to learn how to forgive these people. When I was talking to my mom about this, she was like, you know, the best thing to do is just pray for these people, because they obviously need Jesus. They need some love, they need some joy, some peace, some light. They need what Jesus has to offer. And when I first heard that, I was caught up in my flesh. I was caught up in the hate, and I was just like, no, I am not gonna pray for those people. Like, are you kidding me? Like, heck freaking no. But then the Lord was like, okay, no. Once I was out of my flesh and my perspective was on the Lord and I had peace in my soul and in my heart, I let go of that hate. Then he was able to be like, yeah, you know what? You need to pray for these people. And I was like, you know what? Yes, I do. And I can. And I did. You know, there was still just that little part of me that was like, no, I don't want to, like the blah, you know, but then the Lord was like, no, you need to pray for them. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to mean it. They are in darkness and they need the light, and Jesus is the light. I am just going to continue to pray for them. And you know, I also pray for the Lord's will to be done in this entire situation. And once again, praise Jesus that he is completely in control of this entire thing. This situation is insane, and I am glad that I am not in control of it. I am so grateful that the Lord is in control of this and he can see the whole thing from beginning to end, and he is working through it and in it and with me and through me and helping me. And it's good. It's so good. Like, God is so good. Yeah, that was my story. And I know this video is probably really long at this point. Hopefully one day I can look back on this and be a completely different person, like be in a different place and be more godly and be more focused on the Lord because of this situation. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end, thank you, you're a real one. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.